everyone, and welcome to our mini homestead. Today I am working on mixing our chicken feed for fermenting. This is the second video. I did a video about this in the past, maybe in February, and I'm doing it again. So I'm just thought to give you an update on what I learned and what I'm doing right now. So enjoy the video. Thank you. Last time I did the video about mixing the feed, and I did another video about fermenting. And in both videos I went in detail about the mixing, how to make sure you have 18% or 16% protein in the mix. And in the second video I showed you how the fermenting process will go. So I will post both videos on the screen on the top, so you can go back and watch them. But today I'm just doing a new one, a new batch, and I wanted to give you some updates on what I learned. So I'm going to go ahead and mix those now. Before I mix them, I'm going to tell you what the contents, where I got the feed from, and what I learned about it. So I got the feed from Asia Standard, the company. You order online, and you have a close by drop-off station, and they give you a date and a time when you go, and the truck comes from the company, deliver all the orders for the people in this proximity, and everybody picks up their order and go home. So it works good, as it's a free way of shipping, and it also saves you money because you're buying bulk. At the same time, you're buying organic. Everything here is organic. This is not a sponsored video. I purchased every one of these and I paid for them. But when I find a product that's worth mentioning, as it is beneficiary for me, it's going to be probably beneficiary for you as well. So this mix will be 25 pounds of corn, 75 pounds of wheat, which is animal feed for chicken. It's called chicken wheat. And then 10 pounds of sunflower seed, black oil sunflower seed, 15 pounds of whole oats, and 25 pounds of green peas. That will come up to 150 pounds of mix. And that's before the fermenting. After you ferment, it even grows higher. My cost is 88 cents per pound, which is considered high if you compare it to a regular chicken feed. However, compared to organic chicken feed, it is almost the same. And you ferment it, it goes bigger, and it does go a long way. Obviously, this is not the only feed that we're using. We're using pellets as well. We're using non-GMO pellets because sometimes I don't have time to do the fermenting and put it, or the weather doesn't permit me to go ahead and do that. So in this case, they have the pellets in the feeders. So I'll go ahead and mix that right now, and after I mix mix it, and you will see the process is going to go quickly and a time lapse. I will come back and tell you what I learned about the fermenting and the mixing. What I, especially about the fermenting, what I learned that I will not do again, and what I do now. So we'll go ahead and do the mixing and come back. This is after I dumped all the bags and mixed them. Obviously there is some left. I used half a bag of the whole oats, and I used 10 pounds of sunflower seeds. The bag is right there, and it comes with 25 pounds, so I just estimated 10 pounds, and I mixed all of them, and that's how it is. This is a 45-gallon storage container that comes with the lid, and that's what I use, because if I use a barrel or something deep, I will not be able to reach the bottom of it, because I'm being on a wheelchair. So that's the final products before fermenting. Now, what else do we feed our chicken? Do we only give them pellets and grains, fermented grains? No, because that would be very expensive, and we still want to stay with the organic or maximum non-GMO. So we do give them grass clipping. We don't free range our chicken because of predators around us. Many predators here at night, and even during the day, the hawks and other birds flying up. But when we cut the grass, I fill a bucket with grass clipping, a 5-gallon bucket, and give it to them once in a while. I don't cut the whole property on one day, so that's happened every once in a while. They have a bucket of grass clipping, and they love it because it includes bugs in it. They eat the bugs and they eat the grass, and that's one thing. The other thing is we give them, when we process our rabbits, we have a rabbitry here, and we raise rabbits for meat, and when we process our rabbits, anything that we don't eat, we throw it to the chicken and they will eat it. And that's a very good source of protein, and it's free. You know, we got the meat that we want, and whatever left, we throw it to them, and they will actually eat it. We give them raw meat, and we give them also, well, after we eat and the bones, we throw that to them, and they will also finish that. That's another thing. All the egg shells gets crushed and gets mixed with other product. Like, for example, we do sometimes give them 2 or 3 times a week. We give them sprouting from lentil. So we mix the eggshells crushed with the sprouting and throw it to them, and they will eat that too. And that eggshell, we crush it because we did have a problem in the past. They were eating their eggs, and we got away from that. They got away from that. So now we don't want them to recognize the eggshell and then go after their own eggs again. So we crush it so they will not recognize it, but still they get the calcium out of it. And so that's another thing. So with all these, and there is other things we like, obviously sometimes food that left over we don't eat, we throw it to them, and other things. And that actually does reduce the cost of our feed quite a bit. And I used to go through 1 bag of feed before we start doing all that in probably 17 days or less. Now it can last a month and a half. So that is a good savings, and at the same time, organic or non-GMO. We have people who get our eggs, and they told us that the wife cannot eat any egg other than our eggs, because every time she eats eggs from another source, either from the store or whatever, she has a stomach problem with that. When she eats our eggs, she doesn't have any problem because everything is organic, and so that's a plus for us and for the people who eat our eggs as well. So that's how we feed our chicken. Hopefully that's useful for you, and for you raising your chicken. It's your choice to go organic or not. It's considerably more expensive, as far as I know. You can get non-organic pellets, and it's like 20-25 cents a pound, but that's not what we want. With that, our cost is below $4 per dozen with everything we do, between the fermented feed, the pellets, and the lentil that we sprout. That's what we pay money for. The rest, obviously, we don't. Is less than $4 per dozen. Obviously, in the winter, it will go up more. But it would probably average $4 a dozen for organic eggs. That's very good. The few things I learned, and I changed the way I'm doing it. The first thing about mixing, the first time I make a measure of each type, each seed. I filled this scoop and weighed it to figure out how many scoops I need from each seed and then I made a combination of go around scooping and dumping in the bucket or in the container, so I don't have to mix by the end of the mixing, and they're already mixed because I put like 1 scoop from this, 1.5 from here, 2 in here, and so forth. So, and then I go around again, so the product gets up mixed anyway. It turned out to be more work than just dump some and some and some and some from, and then mix by the end. As you saw, it's all mixed very well. It doesn't have to be precise. So that's one thing I learned that I changed from doing it last time. That's regarding mixing. Regarding fermenting, I learned 2 things. I don't ferment when it's over 95 degrees. I just scoop from here and go dump it for the chicken, and they eat it and they're happy. Because when it gets too hot, the fermenting process probably goes faster, or I don't know, I'm not the scientist up behind it, but it starts to smell bad. Even if I do it only for 2 days, like I fermented and I give it to the chicken, then 48 hours or even less, it does end up have a bad smell in it, so I stopped. That's one thing. The second thing I learned, first time I purchased wheat bran, because you didn't have the wheat available. The wheat was out of stock. So I had to purchase wheat bran, and that was a mistake because it sticks. So when you ferment and you're trying to wash your bucket or clean your bucket, or the balls that you're giving to the chicken, it's very hard to clean. So that's the second thing. These are the things that I learned from the last time. Go ahead, watch the previous videos to see how it was done. I will post in the comment the video for Stacy, Doug and Steffi, this of Grado's Doug and Stacy. She has a video to teach you how to calculate the protein percentage of your mix. Each type of seeds and how much protein in these seeds, and you add up how it has a formula, and it will be better to watch her video for me to just make another video exactly the same. I will post that video in the comment, and you can go ahead and watch it. So when you do your mix, you have that sufficient protein. So with that, I wanted to just thank you for watching. For those who are following up with me on the greenhouse, and you see that I haven't posted a video about the greenhouse for a while right now. It's almost done, but I stopped working on it because I injured my feet. Both feet got injured in a small accident and have fractures. They are still healing, but that set me back for a while. And now when I'm start to work again, I'm doing the things that it needs to be done. It's demanding right now because it's behind schedule, and I will get back and finish the greenhouse very soon. So thank you for sticking with me, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Like the video if you like it, hit the like button and the bell so you get notified for new videos. And thank you very much. God bless you, and have a great day.